Welcome Toonheads to Toonhounds, your fortnightly foray into all things animated. I'm Rich, and with me as always is my imaginary friend, who could be a psychotic episode, Spivsy.
Hello. That's how imaginary friends talk. Hello. I never had an imaginary friend. Did you have an imaginary friend?
No, and I felt very boring because of it. But
yeah, everybody on TV had one.
I had real friends, so fuck off, losers. Important Toonhounds news.
Oh.
I literally, within the last 5 minutes, had my first mince pie of the Christmas season.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Not even December. Yeah, but they're great, aren't they?
I know, I really like them.
I never used to like them when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You need to get the ones that have got brandy butter icing.
Marks and Spencer's do the best ones. Yeah.
So they do 3 types. One is like a regular mince pie at the moment.
Yeah.
One is the one that's got frangipane top, and one that's got brandy butter. And these brandy butter ones are good, They're really good.
When I worked at the garden centre when I was like in my early 20s, we used to have mince pies out for customers, which you wouldn't do now, post-COVID. Yeah. Jeez.
No.
But I don't even know where they came from, but we used to just have boxes and boxes and boxes of mince pies. And we'd just go through, eat like 30 of them. It was ridiculous. Just waiting.
So sick of Christmas by December the 2nd.
Yeah.
I had one. They come in a pack of 4. But I'm just like, I'm ready. I'm ready for Christmas. Everyone's excited because I started my new job at the theatre. Everyone is. Well, I've got to go to one. I'm not going to be doing one.
Oh, you should. They make you go be buttons.
But it's with Shane Ritchie.
Oh, God, big one. That's a get. Jeez,
it's a big one. Yeah. Guess
is he not turning on the Christmas lights in like Brandsworth or anything?
I don't know.
He's got the day off.
But he's going to be at our Christmas do as well.
Oh, wow.
That's so weird.
You can talk to him about, what's he done, EastEnders? He was on EastEnders, wasn't he?
Yeah,
you can talk to him about that.
Yeah.
Has he been on anything else? What else did Shane Ritchie do?
He must have been.
Was he a singer? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I only know him from doing stuff like pantos.
Yeah. Was it? I know why you asked. Was he a singer? Because there were loads of people like that, like Jimmy Nail and stuff like that, who were like soap or drama actors who also did a bit of singing. Wasn't he? Didn't he host Win, Lose or Draw for a little while? Do you remember that?
I do remember that, but I don't remember if it was him. Was it him or Stephen Mulhern?
I don't know. Or was it
they're
like
all the same.
Keith Chegwin? Those ubiquitous like TV personalities that all blend into one. It definitely wasn't Edmonds because there was no Scientology involved.
He's a nutter.
He's a real nutter. Have you ever read the John Ronson book about patterns and weird cults? Because he talks about Stanley Kubrick and Stanley Kubrick's obsession with hoarding and things like that.
Yeah,
all his stuff that he went and told his assistant to go and take 2,000 pictures of like doors in this in London, and then never used a single one of them.
Yeah,
but there's this chapter in this book. I can't remember what it's a John Ronson one, and he talks about Deal or No Deal as being like a perfect example of an acceptable cult, where Noel Edmonds gets you to believe in things that you shouldn't believe in. Yes, it's so weird.
The English version of Deal or No Deal to like the American listeners is very different to the American version, because the American version is very like ostentatious. Yeah, it's like it's more about the money. It does. There's no like whatever his name is. The guy, I can never remember his name, but he's got the soul patch and he's bald. Harry Mandel. Yeah. He's in it. He's not Noel Edmonds. If you watch the English one and see Noel Edmonds going on about like pattern recognition and numerology, it's insane. It's really, really weird.
And all the contestants are like, I believe in this box,
Yeah.
Spiffsy. This is going to be a good one for you. And then they cry when they've given them a bad number. And it's like, you had randomly allocated a fucking box.
Yeah, just do it in
Get
order.
over.
Just do 1 to 20.
I'd love to do that. I'd love to infiltrate that cult and be like, and make them think I was part of them, and then be like, right, I'm going to open 1, then 2, then 3, and everyone be like, no, you can't do that. I mean, technically, statistically, the odds are the same.
They're exactly the same.
1 to 6 as your lottery numbers as they are randomly.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
People who think if you buy 400 lottery tickets that it ups your chances of winning by 400 times. It doesn't.
People don't understand statistics.
No.
It's almost like how I used to explain it to people was like when I was doing my I did a little bit of teaching assistant when I was in my final year of uni when I was doing my degree.
Yeah.
And I'd already done like further maths and physics as a level, and I used to explain statistics to them as like, 1 in 50 people die during a tonsillectomy. If you are the 50th person who walks in, that does not mean you are going to die.
It's still 1 in 50.
It's still 1 in 50. Statistics only matter to the individual, not to the group.
It's not cumulative.
No, it's not like how it works. Literally, the 50th person who goes in, the anaesthetist just turns it really high so they die. Yeah. Well, there we go. We've done our great our quota for the month. Yeah. We can do another 49. People are weird.
People are stupid.
Statistics, mathematics is magic.
Yeah.
Like statistics, quantum physics, stuff like that. People don't really understand how some of this stuff works. It's a wonderful magic.
Yeah. I don't understand how any of it works. Much like some of the stuff that we watched today on these cartoons.
Yes, we've been recording for 8 minutes. Let's talk about the cartoons. We're doing surrealist cartoons today.
If it is surrealism, because the gamut of what constitutes surrealism is very nebulous, and it might not even apply. But we do that quite a lot. We do a theme and then it doesn't really apply, so it doesn't really matter. But just to preface it, to say I don't really know anything about surrealism. It's just bright colours and some funny things happen.
I think surrealist, and the other thing we were thinking of calling it was like more psychological animation. Yeah. Not the animation itself, although like there is a bit of a surrealist psychological slant to rotoscoping, I think, because it's like an imitation of life. But like the subject matter. Yeah. So we watched Undone, and we watched Midnight Gospel.
Yeah.
One's on, if you're in the UK. In fact, actually, they're produced by the things they're on. So you can watch Undone on Amazon, and you can watch Midnight Gospel on Netflix because they're the companies that produce them. What do you want to talk about first? Should we talk about Midnight Gospel?
Yeah, let's do Midnight Gospel first. Yeah.
All right. So, Midnight Gospel is a little bit of an anomaly. It's very unlike most other things we've done on the show so far. Mm-hmm. Created by Pendleton Ward of Adventure Time and Duncan Trussell of what does he do? The Trussell Family Hour, doesn't he?
Yeah. And he did is it called the Lavender Hour or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a 2020 show. So around the COVID times, that was COVID times, wasn't it? 2020.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. And it is animation set to real podcast interviews between Duncan Trussell and numerous guests. Yeah. And they can be doctors, comedians, actors, whomever.
I think the thing linking them all is that they're all something to do with spirituality or religion.
Oh, like, interesting.
Meditative practices and that sort of thing.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, I do as well. Yeah, it was very, very interesting. The first episode with the Dr. Drew
Pinsky. Yeah.
It took me about halfway through the episode to realise that it was a real interview.
Yeah.
But the second episode I watched, it was clear from the very beginning. Like it was really much of a preamble to it.
Is the second one Anne Lamott?
Yeah. It's on the Clown
novelist.
Baby planet, and it's the visuals in that one are fantastic.
I've seen a preview of that one.
It's like it's just like a wacky David Attenborough thing.
That's good.
Yeah.
It was cancelled after one season, which I think is criminal because it's such an interesting show.
Yeah.
But basically, there is a podcaster at the center of the, like, almost like the MC Escher middle of the painting of the universe.
Yeah.
Called Clancy. I think don't they call it the chromatic ribbon or something like that?
Yes.
So he's on like inside a Mobius strip essentially.
Yeah.
Where he can access other alternate universes through a machine and enter their body and play as an avatar in that universe.
Yeah, and in the second episode, they established that he bought that multiverse machine. His sister bought it for him as a present.
That's cool.
And he said that he was going to use it to make a podcast so that he could become rich and famous and then pay her back for it.
Oh, so that's cool.
That's not
I really liked it at the end of the first episode where he's like, "Thanks to my one subscriber, I do this for you, man."
So keep listening.
And from my understanding, the episodes more or less always end with the universe
ending destruction.
Ending in destruction, like some sort of apocalypse or something like that. And he barely manages to escape. Although I get the feeling that he would escape anyway.
If
he died. But this was so weird. It's like
the visuals are so good. I really enjoyed the visuals because everything's sort of choppy. It's like the line art looks a bit like crayon. It's very nice.
Well, when Dr. Drew, who plays the president of the world in a zombie apocalypse universe, when he was firing the gun from the roof of the White House, he wasn't holding anything. And it was like it was just an extension of his arm. But I think like that adds to the charm of it.
Yeah, definitely.
That I think it's more so that you listen to the content of the podcast more than worry about the animation. The animation is the secondary star of the show because I feel the format of the show is really fun. Like they talk about drugs.
Basically,
legal and illegal drugs in this episode and what a high constitutes. And then Duncan Trussell will talk about things like mindfulness and things like that. And, understanding your emotions in the context of a high, which I found really interesting.
Yeah, it was really interesting. And like they talk about that a drug isn't bad. It's
circumstantial.
Because it's a chemical that exists in the universe and has no moral ideas to it. It's just how it's used and how people perceive it. That's like the thesis of the episode is about the use of drugs and drug use, basically. There are two different things.
Yeah. I think my favourite bit of the actual interview was when Dr. Pinsky said, taking drugs is like an elevator. So you get in the elevator with all your neuroses and stuff, and you can hit a button at random, and you might go to the penthouse, but you've still got to come back down that elevator and get off with all your baggage. And sometimes you'll hit a random button and it will take you to the sub-basement.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a really great analogy for a high, because even if you press the same button every time and you get the penthouse 7 times out of 10, 3 times you're guaranteed to get different floors, and at least one of those remaining 3 you're going to get the sub-basement. It is you're going to get a paranoid high, and they talk about that, don't they, about paranoid highs. It's not paranoia, it's ultra consciousness on focusing on your flaws and your things that you're worried about and your neuroses. Which is also like a really good way to think of things.
It's like you don't put these things away.
No, they don't. They come with you on the journey, and that you either shine a light on them or a magnifying glass, or you just put them in the pocket for a little while. But the animation is, considering how serious... They don't treat it in a very serious way. Like, the context is serious. The content is serious.
Yes.
But the way they talk about it is in a very jovial, conversational way, which I really like.
Yeah. It's a nice juxtaposition between the two things. Oh. It's very serious content, but then in the background you've got just the silliest zombie apocalypse stuff happening, and even then that's being juxtaposed as like hyper violent gore.
Yeah,
with like bright Technicolor and bouncy music.
Yeah, it's Steven Universe in palette, isn't it?
Yeah. So did you watch? You didn't watch anything of the second episode apart from the preview, did you?
No.
The second episode, a lot of it is about like dealing with death, while he is like a chicken-headed man who is currently impaled to a deer, and he's talking to the deer about like brain cancer and dealing with her father dying and like religion and spirituality and stuff, and it's them going through like a conveyor belt with clowns everywhere.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Are the podcasts available?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Is it the Duncan Trussell Family Hour?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Free podcast.
Yeah. There's at the end of the second episode, the one of the characters calls him Duncan, and then in the animation he says, "Who's Duncan?" before he like leaves to get back to his home planet.
700 episodes.
Yeah,
that's really cool. Oh, I'm gonna put that on my like he was just so good a host.
Yes,
because he
really good interviewer.
Yeah, he let the podcast guest talk as much as he was talking, so it felt very even.
Yeah,
he didn't outstay his welcome. Yeah. What were your favourite bits of the animation itself?
The giant zombie when it comes to eat the White House. Yeah, I loved that bit.
And when they cured him and he turned into a giant person and then spat out the White House, but he was all bleeding from the mouth.
Yeah.
He'd just eaten a building.
I did like that, the ending. It's
so stupid.
Even that was like a bit of a reversal of the tropes, where it's like the cure is the worst thing that could have possibly happened.
Yeah, because they all started dying. When there were zombies, for anyone who hasn't seen it, when they were zombies, they went to this, in a reflection of the episode content as well, the podcast content, they were in this like place that was like a real, genuine high, where they were all happy and there was sunlight, and then people started to come and cure them, and they got eaten by zombies. Got eaten rather than turned. It was really good. I like the when Clancy came to Earth and squashed Glasses guy, who turned out to be the president.
Yeah.
And the impact crater was a weed leaf. A marijuana leaf. That was really good.
Yeah, I like things like that. I think the president was such a fun character.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed him. The way when he was trying to get on top of the pool table.
Yeah.
I thought that was really funny because his legs are going all bendy.
And his assistant got him a step to stand on, and then when he moved it while he was trying to hit a ball, he slapped him away. And then the ball went over the table and they all got lodged into his dog.
Yeah, the dog's got a pocket dimension. It shows up in other episodes.
Because they stored a load of weapons in him as well.
Yeah. Continuity between them as well, because he shows up in the second episode.
Oh, cool. He's on the episode art.
Yeah.
So he must stick around. I really liked when it went Night of the Living Dead to Dawn of the Dead as well. It went black and white.
Black and white, yeah.
And then they were in the mall. And the couple. I felt really sad for the couple, but you only feel really sad for them for a little while. And then she has to give birth in the pool.
Yeah, that was... I like how they did the interviews. Like, the most of the audio does come like lifted just from the podcast, but they also got them back in to do like additional dialogue for the episodes.
It makes sense, because there's certain things that they wouldn't have recorded, really.
Yeah.
Trussell says like something about zombies a couple of times in the show, like, why are we running from these zombies? They're so slow.
Yeah, we might as well just stand here. And I like the guy in the truck, the get in guy.
Oh yeah. He had a truck
completely useless.
He had a truck with get in, but it's like the bikers from Dawn of the Dead, right?
Yeah.
But like the truck with get in, he killed humans on his way in. Just shouted "get in," and then all of a sudden the zombies pull him from the truck and eat him.
Just immediately dies.
Yeah. It was I did like the callback to the hot air balloon that they see earlier in the episode as well, when they manage to get in it, but then immediately fly it into power lines.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of callbacks to stuff that happens in other parts of the episode. Like it's like a very all over the place journey that they go on. Like they do just climb into things and avoid zombies, and it's very loose what they get up to, but there is a continuity to it. It feels like there's sort of 2 episodes happening at the same time. Well, if you watch, you could listen to just the audio and you could listen to it as a podcast, but then you could watch it with the audio turned off, and it's a very wacky zombie survival cartoon.
Yeah,
very cool thing. Like it's the same in the second episode as well. So I'm assuming it's like a through run through the entire series, that you can watch them as 2 separate things, but they do a really good job of integrating the 2 of them.
Yeah, like, I was even say that.
Even at points where like there's no integration whatsoever, like they're just having a casual conversation while they're mowing down zombies with a machine gun, but it works.
Yeah, I agree. I thought about would I prefer to listen to the podcast first or watch the episodes that are related to Midnight Gospel first? I think I'd want to watch Midnight Gospel because there's only there's only a few episodes. There's one season.
8, I think.
8, which is sad. Sad in itself. But I think like it works really nicely in a way that is both there. Like you say, there are 2 separate stories, but also they're very well integrated. Like, I could believe that these 2 people were having a conversation about this.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's really fun.
It's very fun. Yeah.
It's just and this was from episode 147 of the podcast, the first episode. They're very late on, so you could start watching you could start listening to the podcast, and it would take you a long time to get to the first episode of Midnight Gospel.
Yes.
So so you could do both.
Yeah.
I think this is a little bit criminal that this was cancelled.
I think as well.
Stuff like this. There's been some other shows that Scavenger's Reign. They're experimental shows. What's the ghost one that we watched when we watched
City of Ghosts?
City of Ghosts. Yeah. That these sorts of things are labours of love.
Yeah.
And they are something special. And I think that it's sad that they're on a. I think it's just a really sad indictment of Netflix's studio ADHD. That they just care about the shiny and the new, and they don't let things bed in. And
they're quite bad at owning properties.
Yeah.
Well, like, I mean, season 5 of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
That should have ended at season 1. It didn't.
It didn't warrant all these. Yeah, it didn't warrant all these seasons. And to be fair, I'm gonna say something. Who the fuck cares about Stranger Things anymore?
Oh no, yeah.
When did that first season came out?
Like 2017?
10 years ago?
It was ages ago. I mean, I thought it was all right. I just got a bit upset that the friend died. I can't remember what her name was.
Bev? No, it's something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Might have been Bev.
I kind of lost interest after that. Because I thought...
I think it just was a subpar It.
Yeah.
Which is already pretty subpar in a lot of ways.
Felt like a J.J. Abrams show.
Yeah. Do you know what it felt like? It felt like the bastard love child of It and Super 8.
Yeah. Oh, I hated Super 8.
I hated Super 8 as well. It's just like
movie.
It was trying to be Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, very much.
Which is what he wants. He wants that, doesn't he?
He does want to be Steven Spielberg.
I would really recommend this. I think I would give this 8. I can't give it any more because I haven't watched any more. I'm pretty sure the quality would continue. I'd like the animation, although really good, I think could probably have used a little tweak. It's both simple but effective. But I think if it was animated more like Steven Universe or Adventure Time, maybe this wouldn't have been cancelled.
Maybe, yeah. I think it's a difficult concept to sell as well.
Yeah, really difficult. Because when it started, I was like, "What? What is this? What are we watching?"
Yeah, it's very experimental. I can see this as being a YouTube show, just like on somebody's YouTube channel. But to put it on Netflix and give it like a high budget, it's a strange one.
This would be the sort of thing that the guy who does short animation shorts for Drawfee and stuff like that.
Deep Blue Ink.
That's it, Deep Blue Ink. It feels like that. It would work on a 5-minute basis where you took a part of the podcast that was really funny and then animated in a really surreal way.
Yeah. The animation itself is fantastic. It is really pleasant to look at animation.
Absolutely.
But it's not the sort of animation you see in a long-form content.
No, it's not. It feels like a short. It feels like I don't mean this in a disrespectful way either, because I feel it feels like a Newgrounds animation or something like that.
Yeah, it feels like a music video.
Yeah, something that...
if you've ever seen the music video to Chad Van Garland's work, it's very it looks like this, but it's quite... do you remember that one we watched? That one that everybody hated, the cartoon, and we loved it. I can't remember what it was called. About the monsters, the ugly guys who live underground.
Oh, yeah.
Secret Mountain Fort Awesome.
Yeah, that was ace. I loved that.
Yeah. The Chad Van Garland music videos are sort of a cross between that and Midnight Gospel.
Okay, yeah. That would, see, I mean, that sort of stuff, it works for that short form.
Yeah.
And I love the animation, but that's my point. It's the same as you. I think it's not sellable. It's hard to... It's hard to market, probably.
Yeah, I think a lot of the marketability of it went towards it being a Pendleton Ward show.
Yeah, it doesn't
look
like
the name recognition.
A Pendleton Ward show. No.
Occasionally, when it's just like the roundness of the characters.
Yeah,
some of them look very Princess Bubblegum-esque.
Yeah,
but that's probably about it.
Postmodern Rubber Hose is how I think about it. That sort of animation. Because Finn's arms are rubber hose.
Yeah.
It's just rubber hose in the postmodern sense. But yeah, I'd give it an 8.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I'd give it a 9.
Yeah. I can understand. I think I'm going to watch all of it as well. I think I think my 1 point lower comes from the ultimate disappointment in that I think with a bit of polish, this could have been really well received by a lot of people. It's just on the wrong platform. Fuck Netflix, man.
Yeah. Oh, I bet this looks fantastic in 4K.
Yeah.
I'd love to try to see that. I mean, I don't have the Netflix that allows for that sort of thing because I'm not paying £20 a month now? It's ridiculous. I'm not doing that.
I get mine for free with my internet.
Yeah, that's lucky. I get the one with ads, but because I watch it on my web browser, I don't get the ads. Yeah, I know how to use Firefox. So
yes, yeah. All right. Okay, shall we take a break? That was a perfect half hour. Look at that. Although we just spend 8 minutes talking about random shit. All right, let's take a break, and we're going to come back and talk about Undone.
Yes, that'll be fun.
Right, it will. See you
soon.
Fun
done.
You got a polite laugh there.
Polite chuckle.
Friends, as you know on Dragnet, we've always tried to emphasize the importance of facts. And when we talk to you about Chesterfield, we give you the facts. You heard the report George Fenneman read earlier. Nose, throat, and accessory organs not adversely affected by smoking Chesterfields. That's the first such report ever published about any cigarette. Remember that report and make Chesterfield your cigarette. Get 'em, regular or king size. Chesterfield, the best possible smoke. Much milder.
Welcome back, everyone. We're talking surrealist, psychological cartoons. Undone. Amazon Prime.
Yeah. A hidden gem, I would say.
Yeah. I did not know anything about this. Nope. Very, very impressed with even just the first episode. It's been renewed for a second season. Did you hear that?
There is a second season. Came out in
Is
2022.
there?
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet though. I'm going to.
Oh.
I need to see what happens.
Okay, all right. So yeah. Do you want to talk? Do you want to talk about this one? Because you've watched more than me.
Yeah, I watched the whole first season today.
Yeah. After saying that he was going to watch, that they were going to watch 3 episodes.
Yeah, I can't stop here because it's. I think it's a disservice to this show to make it a TV show. It's like a series. It should have been a movie. There's no point between the episodes where you think that there's been a time skip or anything like that. It is just one continuous story throughout the 8 episodes. So it's insane that they split it up. I don't know why they did it.
Yeah.
There must be like some kind of marketability thing that they think, well, nobody's going to watch a 2-hour movie about this, but they will watch a series. We need to get those numbers up. Got to get the audience retention bullshit. But
everyone's crying out for rotoscope.
yeah. The rotoscoping in this is it's so good. The apparently the 2 reasons that they made it a rotoscoped cartoon were that it's easier to see the emotions on the characters' faces
than real life.
One of the reasons,
or than animation.
Both. They wanted it to be. They wanted it to be a. I suppose it ties into the second reason they did it, which was they wanted the more fantastical things that happen in the show not seem jarring compared to the grounded stuff. When the nutty stuff happens, where she travels through time in this, it doesn't feel like it's from a different thing. It was meant to be like the halfway point between the animation and reality.
Right.
Yeah. It works really well because there's the through line of dreaming as well, and the difference between dreams and reality. Mm-hmm. So when the halfway point does occur in the episodes, it feels like there is a divide between the two of them.
But I also felt like there was some sort of question because Alma's grandmother had schizophrenia.
Yes.
How much of it is real?
That is a question throughout the entire series.
Okay, but if because she's obviously going to. Should we talk about the first episode?
Yes.
It doesn't feel like otherwise we're just sort of like giving. You know,
I mean, I feel like we are going to spoil. I'm going to probably things, accidentally or on purpose spoil things in this, but we always do. So
that's fine. That's fine. It's been out for like however many years.
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
It's insane. I'd never heard of it.
No.
So Alma's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
I think is.
She's not a good person.
Got derealization.
Yeah.
Is how I describe her symptoms.
Yeah.
Just not knowing her place in the world, and
she talks about life being a play and that everybody's an actor, and that sometimes you just need to throw the script away and say that I don't want to be in this play. Yeah, which is it's like a mental health crisis at the beginning of this series.
Absolutely. Also, she is a self-sabotager.
Yeah.
She has a loving, supportive relationship with her sister and her boyfriend Sam. What's her sister called? Becca.
There is a thing with Becca where, depending on the point of view character who we're following at that point, Becca is either a nice person or manipulative. Right. Yeah. But the manipulative stuff is usually when we're seeing it through Rose, that's the actor's name, Alma's eyes. Yeah. She seems more manipulative than through anybody else's eyes. It's the same with the mother as well.
Yeah, I think that's we're seeing it through the lens of the protagonist who has got some mental health issues. Chief among them, an intense paranoia that people are trying to pigeonhole her. Yeah. She
doesn't like people telling her how to live her life and that everybody's making decisions for her.
Even though she has no plan. No, she's coasting. She's like the car crash is a perfect analogy for who she is. That hurtling down the road with no concept of who or what she is going to do damage to anyone, and then she is involved in a car crash at the end of the first episode. And that is just perfect. It's very, very slick writing.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah, it's Raphael Bob Waxberg, who also we're going to be talking about him next time as well, because he did BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
So,
what episode of BoJack are we going to pick? Jesus, part of me wants to pick the funeral episode.
Yeah, same. Yeah, or The View from Halfway Down.
Yeah,
but it might be a bit depressing.
I mean, maybe.
I feel like those are the ones you got to do, though, aren't they?
They are the ones you got to do. Yeah.
You either got to do the completely wacky ones or the devastating ones. There's not much in between. I don't remember if at the end of this episode you find out why she crashed. Is this in this episode?
She sees a hallucination of Dad Odenkirk.
Yes, she sees Bob Odenkirk, who, spoilers, isn't a hallucination.
Yeah, I didn't think he was.
Yeah, he's a time traveller.
It'll be hard for you to remember the exact things that happen in the first episode.
Yeah.
So it opens with her crying in her car before she misses a red light because she sees her dad, who's been dead 20 years, by the side of the road, and it spins out of control and has a near fatal accident, I assume. She's got cut on her head and stuff like that. And then we zip about a week or two, maybe 2 weeks in the past.
Yeah.
And she is going through the motions. She loves her boyfriend dearly, her boyfriend Sam. But her sister announces she is engaged, and it triggers something in Alma, where she questions what Sam might want from her. And he does want these things, but he doesn't want them in any time frame. He just says to her things like, it won't be so bad to settle down. We love each other, those sorts of things. And she doesn't want to be hemmed in. She doesn't want anyone making decisions for her. So she hates the idea of getting married, having kids, being boring is what she thinks.
It's interesting because in the first episode it's very focused on her personal emotional feelings on marriage and having kids, is the idea of that she is being pinned in. But in later episodes you hear conversations in different contexts, and it sounds more like she is afraid of pinning other people in.
Yeah. You get that from... They have a conversation where she meets Sam at work. I assume it's work because he's wearing an apron.
Yeah.
I think he's a waiter.
He is, yeah.
And she says, I want you to have these things, and I don't want you to be unhappy or stall because you're with me. And he says, I'm perfectly happy where I am.
Yeah.
Well, what will be, will be. I love you, I'm happy now. And she's immensely happy with that for about 5 seconds. Before her depression and her self-doubts creep in. This one would have been actually good to pair with BoJack Horseman as well, this show.
I think so, yeah.
Like self-destructive depression. But she chooses to... They go to a dinner. No, what happens next is she goes to...
She goes to the bar with her sister, doesn't she?
She goes... before they do that, she goes over to her mum's because she's throwing a dinner for her engagement, her sister's engagement, that she's already been, derogatory about, saying that her boyfriend Reed, I think his name is...
Yes,
is humdrum, boring. Why would she go for him? He's white and rich and all the things that, are slightly linked to colonialism. And at her mum's, they're looking for a picture of her as a baby for the engagement party. And she finds a photo of her dad smoking from about 20 years ago.
Yeah, she never knew he smoked. So.
She never knew he smoked, and she has a massive freak out about it. Because what else doesn't she know about her dad? Yeah. And then... they go to the engagement party. What I really liked is that her mum made a crack about her bleaching her lip, and then she comes. She's drawn on a stereotypical Mexican moustache, waxed up and curled. That's really funny, but it makes her seem she's instantly the butt of the jokes, and she regrets doing it.
Yeah,
which is exactly.
She's what is it called when you do stuff that you shouldn't really be doing and you've got no like impulsion control? That's it. She's got no impulsion control because in later episodes she says stuff that she definitely should not be saying to people loudly and like revealing people's secrets and stuff, and then she immediately has to course correct because she feels so bad about it.
Well, she's got a massive touch of operational defiance disorder as well.
Yeah.
Like, she cannot do the things she is supposed to do, even though it would make her life really easy. And I do have more than a smidge of that. If someone is very much expecting something of me, I will try and work my way around it. I know like, midnight mass. I know.
It's like spending 6 hours to find a way to get around doing a 5-minute job.
Yeah,
just to answer the email.
yeah. I once, my wife Rachel is very, very lucky. I don't know whether I've ever said this on mic. She has never, touch wood, had any sort of depression, anxiety. She was never bullied. She always says how lucky she is that none of this stuff happened to her. And she doesn't understand depression. And I once explained to her that, like, it's like your brain has operational defiance, and you know the things you should do to make you happy, but like you can drop a fork on the floor and you will not be able to pick it up. Your whole body will reject the fact that picking it up is the right thing to do.
Yeah, it's stupid because the tiniest thing can set you back like weeks.
Yeah,
it's insane. Like I was walking shops once and a car splashed me and I went home. Like I never went shopping, so I never ate. It's really dumb. And then you do it again and again and again, and then like you'll have like a year and a half of being perfectly fine, and then suddenly one day you're just like, oh shit, this sucks.
Yeah, you realise you've been following a bad pattern, or you've been that. The thing is, when you realise you've been you put two and two together, and you realise I'm self-sabotaging. It's not the world that's doing this to me. It's my reaction that is doing it. And that's brutal. That is like a deer in the headlights moment where you're like, something's got to change or I'm going to die.
It's terrible.
And Alma's the same. It's interesting. I think if anyone listening to this has ever had depression, you'll get a lot from this cartoon. You'll notice patterns that you have done, and you'll see yourself reflected in them in a way that is uncomfortable at times, but also like proves the point that maybe that we should all get therapy and stuff.
It's really good how over the course of the series, it's the mother especially, her actions towards Alma start off feeling very like overbearing.
Yeah,
like she's doing unnecessarily hovering around to trying to like control her life and stuff. And then by episode 8, you're like, no, she was kind of in the right the entire time to be doing this.
Yeah, she needs someone holding the reins a little bit. To stop her self-destructing.
Yeah, like she's not a perfect character, the mother, by any means.
No,
she does say the wrong thing and do the wrong thing, but there is it's like a contextual basis. Like she's doing the right things in the wrong way.
Yeah. You know what? Like, I like when a film or a TV show gets parenting right. In that, you know, parents aren't infallible. And even the best parents with the best intentions cannot stop themselves from saying stupid things sometimes.
Yeah.
And it is like, because you have a good relationship with your mum and I have a good relationship with my parents. And we know that they are not perfect by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
They say stupid things and you're like, you have just made my day worse. But they're not doing it out of spite. They're just doing it because they're concerned.
Yeah, and sometimes they're doing it because they're 70.
Yeah. And, don't have cultural context of why something is the way it is, right?
Yeah. My mum's pretty good with that sort of stuff. Like, if I explain stuff to her, she will, like, course correct.
Yeah, try and be better.
Yeah. Like, she absolutely fucking hates transphobia, which is pretty wild for a 70-year-old in England. But yeah, she's pretty good with that sort of thing. She gets really pissed off at it on TV and stuff. Like she recognises like microaggressions. It's really funny.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. That's the thing. A lot of people think like there is a divide between us generationally, and we should just avoid talking to people like that. Actually, no. The majority of people are very easy to talk to, and you can explain something to.
It's like I saw a post on Tumblr the other day that saying like the more time that you spend online, the less you realise how normal people in the real world are.
Yeah. I realised today I got an anniversary message from Blue Sky saying my last post was a year ago, and I think it was intending me to go back, and I was like, fuck yeah, that's like getting your year's chip at AA. Like, thank you for reminding me. Like, I have, apart from Discord, which we have to do for podcasts, and I only do it for the podcasts I'm on now, I have not touched social media in a year.
That's crazy. I wish I could. Yeah, I'm still. I post like on Blue Sky like once a week, like if I just think of something I want to talk about, but I'm not really on it, you know.
Yeah, I just can't anymore. Yeah, I feel like it was sapping.
It's much better than Twitter.
Attention and strength.
Yeah, it's way better than Twitter. Like thousands times better than Twitter. Like Twitter is just a cesspool of hatred. Like at least on Blue Sky, I don't have to see anybody's posts. It's literally just my following feed.
Yeah. I think sometimes, though, excessive positivity drains me as much as excessive negativity.
Yeah.
It might be the nihilist in me.
I follow a lot of game dev people and artists because usually it's just them posting things that they've made, which I think is a much nicer usage of social media than like everybody's opinions on everything.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I don't need to know what like 1,000 other people think about something that's happening a million miles away from me.
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes it's just easier to just see it as a news service.
Yeah.
Like a news service for the things you're interested in, your hobby news service.
Yeah.
And then something happens in the episode. She gets into a fight with her sister at the bar over the engagement.
Mm-hmm.
And tries her ring on, and then plays an active role in her sister cheating on her fiancé with a bartender.
Yeah.
She's not responsible for it, but she pushes it to happen and then doesn't stop it.
Yes.
So she's an active participant in it without being to blame for it. But it almost feels like she's trying to prove to her sister that marriage is shit.
Yeah.
And she shouldn't do it. Because then they have that conversation, don't they, after church? And then she says, "We don't deserve to break people. We're broken people."
Yeah.
Which is such a harsh thing to say to someone.
Yeah, and she says that she's not a broken person.
Yeah, and it makes Alma feel isolated. And Becca says to her something like, "You can't even see all the ways in which you are broken." And Alma's like, "Oh, I can." And then she gets in the car and cries and crashes the car.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Really a lot. I would be very surprised if anybody watched this first episode and they thought, I don't want to see anymore. I don't want to know what happens.
Yeah, I agree. I stopped myself from watching the second episode so that I could watch it with Rachel.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she would like it. It feels like non-comedy Fleabag.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
That self-destruction element. I love Fleabag. I think it's one of the best things that's been written for TV in the last 20 years. But it feels like non-comedic Fleabag with a touch of sci-fi. Potentially, or is it a touch of mental illness? Maybe both.
It's really hard to tell, like when things are happening, like if it is actually happening or not. They do a really good job at making it ambiguous.
Good.
Yeah, it's really. And after a while, you do start to forget that this is rotoscoped.
Yeah. Who's the other co-creator? It's
Kate Purdy.
She worked on BoJack Horseman as well, didn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it's so well written.
Yes. Yeah.
Bob
Odenkirk in it when he gets like lines in the 2nd to 8 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's great. I mean, anything he's in,
he's a genius.
Yeah, immediately put up like 20% power.
Yeah,
it's great.
I still insist the funniest episode of a podcast I've listened to outside of the ones we're on, obviously, is the David Cross podcast, the first episode where he and Bob Odenkirk just basically do improv for an hour and a half, and I am not one to cry with laughter very often. It has to be something really funny.
Yeah.
And them two together make me cry with laughter. They are so funny.
Yeah, they are. I love Mr. Show. Mr. Show is like the best sketch comedy that has ever been made. But with Bob and David was okay, but it wasn't as good as Mr. Show. I remember there's Bob Odenkirk was on a podcast when Breaking Bad was ending, when it was like the final series, and they asked him to give spoilers for the last episode.
Yeah,
and he would talk about the last episode being Walt and Jesse on the beach in Hawaii, and they look up and Walt Jr.'s there, and his legs are better, and he like high fives somebody on the diving board, and then Walt turns to the camera and says, "Well, looks like we broke some bad," and then the episode ends.
I feel the same way about their show as I feel about the first season of Mitchell and Webb. You remember when Mitchell and Webb was really great, and it was like the Nazi sketch, "Are we the bad guys?" That classic Mitchell and Webb. And then I Think We Should Leave Now.
Yes,
those three shows are just like they directly hit the funny bone center to me. Just so good, and I think Bob Odenkirk is like genuinely one of the generation's best actors.
Yes, I mean, I really want to read his book, but I haven't yet.
You saw Nobody, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I love.
Have you seen the second one?
I haven't seen the second one yet. No, I'm waiting for it to come out streaming.
Yeah, it's based on National Lampoon, isn't it?
Yeah. Nobody is like one of my favourite movies. Like it's top 10. I could watch that like 10 times in a row. It's so fun.
Nobody is
the bus fight scene.
Yeah, Nobody is the working man's John Wick.
Yeah. Do you know I saw this earlier on when I was finding Undone. There's a Jason Statham movie that's out called Working Man. Wait, somebody comes up to him, I think he's like a construction worker, and he says like, "Jason Statham, my daughter's been kidnapped." He goes, "I'm on it. I'm going to go find out where your daughter is." It's one of those movies. I think this is just, you're trying to be John Wick.
Working man is the working man's working man.
Yeah.
What rating would you give this?
Oh, 9 again. I thought it was fantastic. Yeah. Like I was hooked all the way through it.
I think the point off is for the fact that this should have been like a proper TV series or a movie, right?
Yeah, it should have been a movie. It should absolutely have been a movie because it's 2 hours long.
Yeah,
they could have done this theatrically. It's fantastic.
Yeah. But it means we wouldn't have talked about it, right? So there is a silver lining, and it did get made, and it got a second season. It makes me think that there's not going to be a third because the story must end.
I really hope that it does end and it's not a cliffhanger. But I can't see anything on the Wikipedia page saying it was cancelled. It just says it was renewed. So
I'm trying not to look at the episode.
Yep, same. Yeah, or not scrolling down because I don't want to see what happens.
I think it ends.
Yeah, I'm hoping it does. It could have ended in this one.
Yeah,
but it didn't.
Okay,
so
it's just a really good show. It's I will say that my favourite thing about it is how well it's written. Mm-hmm. Conversations are natural. The things people say are the things people would say. I think that's always the sign of a good show. It's just a really, really good production, really good story so far. I've not seen as much of it as you have, but I'm gonna wait and watch it all together with Rachel because I think she'd love it. It feels very much like a thing we would like to watch together.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Similar series if you wanted to find something sort of like this. The anime Erased is a lot like this as well. Okay, it's really, really good. It's about a kid who can send himself back in time to fix things, and he ends up like solving the mystery of where childhood friend went missing, and he goes back in time to like when he was like 8 years old, and it's really good. Yeah.
I was going to tell you something off mic, and I'm going to tell you about it because we're running a bit quick on this episode.
Yeah.
But I want to tell you about it because I was thinking about this when I was like, oh, is it a surreal depression comic? Evan wrote a surreal depression episode. Evan wrote a story for school.
Yeah.
About a kid who skips school. It's very simple, but he was telling me about it. It's about a kid who skips school because he's sad.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have any friends, and he takes a stone from the beach, and when he wakes up in the morning, he can't get out of his bedroom door because there's sand blocking the door. He goes outside to school, and there's a message on the path in the sand saying, "Put it back." And I was like, where does this come from? Right? He goes to school with the stone, comes back again, and the next day when he wakes up, the shore is at his bed, so there's crabs and seaweed, and there's a message in the sand again saying "put it back," and then the boy goes to put the stone back, and then everything goes back to normal. And I was like, "This is great!"
Yeah, that's like. There's messages in that. That's like undertones.
It reminded me of a...
What does the stone represent?
I don't know. Like, I told Rachel about it, and she was like, this is really strange. Like, that's a really good short story. And I was like, yeah. It reminds me of... There's a really good Ray Bradbury story about... a man who, as a child, lost his childhood friend, and they used to build sandcastles. And when he goes back to the beach as an adult, a sandcastle is built in the same place.
Oh,
and it made me think of that.
Yeah.
And he gets all the memories of his friend back.
Evan's the next great American novelist.
He said to me the other day, "Can I come on Can I come on Storylords and do this?" And I was like, "No." No, you can't. And then he told me about this story, and I was like, maybe he can.
Yeah.
Maybe he can come on.
You should read it. I wouldn't have him on because you shouldn't parade your child around.
No, right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, parade him
You could read it though.
Yeah.
That's a good story. I like that.
It really freaked me out because I was like, where has this creativity come from?
Yeah.
Where is this? Like...
Not from you, clearly.
But yeah, he told me this story and I was genuinely unsettled by it. And I had to tell Rachel, and we sat up late, like, what's happened? Is this some deep-seated psychological trauma that we're unaware of? And it was, no, he just wrote a story that he liked that was spooky.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I love that.
He's been reading some Goosebumps, so I think that's possibly where the inspiration is coming from.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. What are we doing next episode?
Next episode, we're doing... we might as well call it the Raphael Bob Waxberg collection, because we're doing BoJack Horseman and Tuca and Bertie.
Yeah. Did Kate Purdy work on Tuca and Bertie as well?
I don't know. I don't think so. Let's have a look. Korea. No.
Oh, that's a shame. I always like if they worked together on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Kate Purdy. In 2012, Purdy became depressed and suffered anxiety whilst working as a writer on Cougar Town. She became concerned that she might have schizophrenia, since her grandmother and two granduncles had schizophrenia.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
She found benefits in indigenous and Ayurvedic, I don't know what that is.
Ayurvedic
medicine, alternative medicine system with historical roots in the Indian subcontinent. She seemed fine after that.
That's cool. That's cool. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
I wonder if oh God, what's his name? Raphael Bob Waxberg and her just wanted to, they were talking about her past and was like, this would make a good conceit for a show. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Have we got any emails?
I know for a fact that we does. But I'll load it up.
All right. Well, I'll talk in the
in the interim.
I think we should do the funeral episode of BoJack. I just think it's the one that sticks in the mind. Or there's the television interview.
Yeah.
You know, the really uncomfortable one when he says what happened to her.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, I've got the emails.
All right, we got to think. We got to think about the episode.
Yeah. We've got a single email from Guess Who, V.
Of course.
And it's entitled, "Hello, Spivsy. Can you say hello to Richard for me?" Hello.
Hello. Can you say hello to V for me?
Hi, V. Hello. I'm back from my being mad at being. I'm bad at emails. I can't read.
Okay.
I'm back from my being bad at emails. Jeez, that was difficult. Wowee, we've done so many cartoons and you still can't pick a collection or remember when to record. Do you need me to tell you? It's so difficult being Princess of Patrons registered trademark. Excited for you to talk about BoJack Horseman. That's the one where V guest stars, you know, the one furry, you know, right? Me, V, the V one, hello. V, if you want to be on an episode where we talk about BoJack Horseman, the door is open.
Yeah, you can come on if you want to. You're the same time zone as us, you can do it.
Yeah. Okay, time to write more emails, V.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's the email. Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming back to write that. That was really good. This is going to be a short episode.
Yeah. It's really, really interesting cartoons that we watched this week. But the first one is quite difficult to talk about at length because of the subject matter.
It's non-fiction, so you know, we don't. I don't really want to. We don't.
It would feel like we were just it would feel like we were doing a podcast episode about somebody else's podcast episode, which is it's too
not
meta.
What I wanna do.
Yeah. But incredible animation. Like I really recommend watching Midnight Gospel. And the other one, also fantastic. Bit easier to talk about the content and the subject matter. Yeah. But it is also one where I don't want to spoil too much.
Yeah, it's hard. Even if we'd both watched it all, I don't think we would feel comfortable spoiling it because it's one of those things that we really highly recommend. I'm trying to think what else. What else have we done recently that's been like that? Where we've been like, Scavenger's Reign. Yeah, I didn't want to talk too much about that because it was so amazing that I was just like, everyone should watch this. This is like a great sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's like we really talk about it as much as I'd like.
We quite often run into the difficulty of when to talk about the content of the episodes and when to talk about what the episodes are about.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's difficult to find that divide between them. Like when we watch something really crap and we can talk about it for like 2 hours. Yeah. It's usually because it doesn't matter how much of the episode we tell people about. Because I don't think it... And, you know, you can like riff on the different parts of it. But when it's something that you want people to go and watch and experience for themselves, we have to talk about like the background to it and the, you know, the making of and behind the scenes stuff, which often doesn't have enough content to fill out like 45 minutes.
No, and also there is this thing where if we talk about the context of it often and the creation process, like with, you know, Kate Purdy and her history of thinking she had schizophrenia is a main thing about the ongoing narrative of the series, right? Yeah. If we talk too much about that, who knows what the hell we'll be giving away about what happens in the first and second season. It's it helps that when we're doing stuff like that on the Wikipedia article for Undone, episodes 2 to 7 they don't say anything about. It's just episode 1 and 8. Yeah. So but I agree with you. I think this is why I would struggle to do a watch along podcast for a show I really love.
Because I could only do a watch along if it was a show I hadn't seen before. Yeah, because I don't think I'd be able to stop myself from talking about things that happen in the future.
Perhaps we should do a midnight mass sidecast.
Maybe we should.
Maybe we should. It'll be a way to get you to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It's hard to because also, you know, like we'll talk about some of the things in how we consume the episodes we watch, and how we view it in our own independent lenses. Like, it's easy to talk about this show because it's about depression and anxiety and, self-image and self-loathing, because we're, those sorts of people who have those sorts of mental health concerns. Like problematic family talks and stuff like that, like relationships.
I'm going to have to feed the cat. I'm sorry to cut you off, but he's crying at me. So.
No, it's all right. Go. Hello.
I've plied him with chicken.
Lovely. That's a good cat, Dad.
Yeah. Doesn't know how lucky he's got it.
Yeah, little shit. That's what I say about Evan as well. Like, he's not
brings nothing into the house.
He's not eating Finder's crispy pancakes or like turkey dinosaurs or anything
like
that. Little
eating caviar on toast points.
And writing his spooky stories.
By candlelight.
I can't remember what I was saying.
Something about depression.
Oh, yeah. All right, I got it. So that's why it's easy to talk about these episodes. But I feel we would be doing a disservice to reveal what happens in later episodes.
Yes.
The same as Scavenger's Reign. I didn't want to talk about that and tell everyone what happened at the end of the series, because it never got renewed, which was heartbreaking, but B, because it's a really great story, and you have to live in it a little bit. It's like it's almost like explaining why Sixth Sense was the phenomenon it was when it came out. Like we don't want to do that. Like, you go and watch it, and then we can talk about it. But
it's like like with Sixth Sense, knowing the end, I think genuinely does affect the viewing of that movie. Because a lot of the times when you find out something ends, it doesn't really bother me that much. Like, you can still enjoy it as its own thing, and then a lot of times endings of movies are you can kind of see where it's going anyway. Spoilers don't really bother me. Yeah,
that doesn't make it a bad movie either. Yeah. A lot of the time, it just means that the breadcrumbs have been put in the right place, and you're just observant.
Yeah, I think it's quite a shame that, because with Sixth Sense, that knowledge of the ending does completely recontextualize the entire film.
Yeah, and it means you can't watch it with the same eyes again.
No, never. And a lot of people will never be able to watch it without knowing how that ends, because it's such a well-known ending.
I've only ever seen it once.
I've seen it a couple of times, I think. I think we watched it at university. For something. Or maybe it was college. I've definitely seen it in like a group setting.
Yeah. I've seen Unbreakable a few times. I like Unbreakable. I think it's I
like Unbreakable. Yeah.
Better. I think it's the slightly better film out of the two of them. Signs I've seen a few times. Signs is okay.
Yeah.
And
I like The Village.
I like The Village.
I like The Village. I don't know why people clown on it so much. I think it's a good movie.
I think Bryce Dallas Howard's really good in it.
Yeah. I hated Split.
Yeah, Split was shit.
Split was awful.
Was Mr. Glass.
Oh, Glass was terrible. Oh, it was awful.
It was really bad. What was the one where, spoilers for an M. Night Shyamalan film, the beach one?
Old. Yeah, the beach that makes you old.
Yeah. I was like, and The Happening. Oh God,
man.
So I feel bad about that, because I quite like Zooey Deschanel. I think she's really good. I think she's a good comedic actress as well, and she's good in stuff like Elf. That film destroyed her film career.
Yeah. Oh, it's bad.
Really did.
Movie. Really awful movie. Why didn't it destroy Marky Mark's film career?
Oh, I don't know. Well, you know what should have? The racially aggravated attempted murder.
Yeah.
But apparently that doesn't do anything in Hollywood. Yeah.
Bad movie. Terrible.
That's
movie.
Weird. He is just an awful actor.
He's bad in everything he's in. I've never seen anything that Mark Wahlberg's been in and thought he's good in this. No. Was he in? He's in Boogie Nights, isn't he? Or is that Mark Wahlberg? Yeah, he's bad in that as well.
Mark Wahlberg and Heather Graham, and then he's in that one Pain and Gain with The Rock, and The Rock's just another toxic actor. Yeah, he really has ruined his own career, that guy.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nuts looking through the Rock's like Instagram feed, like the stuff that he posts.
Yeah.
I mean, half of it is advertisements for some other thing that he's sponsoring, and the other half is him talking about box office sales. But the only two people in Hollywood who give a shit about box office sales are The Rock and Donald Trump.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point he turned Republican.
Oh, yeah. It'll be the governor. It'll be another governor in California.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah.
Yuck.
It's almost like they lose the public eye and they're like, well, I know who will embrace me. Fucking idiots.
Yeah. Do you know what I think is wild about The Rock? I keep calling him The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
When that stuff came out that he's got in his contract that he has to win fights, like he can't be shown losing a fight on screen, I just immediately believed that and have never looked up to see if it's true or not, because it just feels like the sort of thing he'd do.
Yeah.
Might not be. It might not even be true, but it's just got that vibe to him.
Do you know what, though? I wouldn't believe it about Jason Statham.
No. Definitely wouldn't believe it about Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo has literally got in his contract that if he is playing a bad guy, he has to be seen being beaten on screen.
Really?
Contractually.
That's good.
Yeah.
I wonder if Sean Bean has something where he's like, if the character I'm playing, you have to kill me.
Yeah.
If I'm playing a character in anything.
Because Danny Trejo said that he doesn't want kids to be watching these movies, see him doing bad things and being evil, and then getting away with it.
That's really nice. Yeah. I think like prison really changed that guy.
Yeah.
Like he came back and he was like, no, I can't do that. Did I ever tell you that Rachel and I named our wedding tables after ways Sean Bean died in films?
That's great.
The top table was called Chased Off a Cliff by a Herd of Cows. And we had Impaled by a Harpoon. We had Satellite. Crushed to death by a satellite, hung, drilled, and quartered, like he is in the. I think it's the Black Death.
Yeah.
But everyone was, and then when, because we didn't want speeches at our wedding. Well, we didn't want to do a speech, so we did a pub quiz, and that was one of the questions. What is the theme behind the table names? And really no one got it.
That's really funny.
Because we're quirky.
Yeah. Crazy guys.
All right. I think we've padded enough. We can't pad anymore.
No.
Right.
It'll be too obvious.
Yeah. Play me out, Spiffsy. So if you want to support the show, suggest collection ideas, join our Discord, have access to the podcast a little early, have access to our sidecast, Daredevil in the Details, then you need to head over to patreon.com/toonhounds and support us there.
Yay.
Yeah. But I mean, we just do this for the love of cartoons because we're
love of the game.
Cool.
Yeah.
So if you want to send an email to toonhounds@gmail.com. We do read every email. We'd love to know what you think of the last few episodes. Matt, where's your emails? Thomas, where's your emails? Squid Ludwig,
don't call people out.
Where's your emails? This is the only way to get them to do it. Nate, where's your emails? Where's your emails?
Public humiliation. That's what we love here on Toonhounds.
But we'd like to hear what you thought of the things that we watched as well. Or if we've encouraged you to watch something and you have loved it, we would love to hear that.
Yeah, especially if we didn't like it, because I think that's really interesting.
Yeah. I can't remember when it was. When Carlos emailed in about Street Fighter, when we said, we hadn't watched it for years and, it wasn't as good as the Mortal Kombat film. And Carlos gave us some things to think about in terms of why he loved it. And why he'd loved it since he was a kid. And I can absolutely see that. But if you want the episodes to last longer, you've got to send an email in.
If you don't want them to last longer, hack into the account and delete all the emails.
Yeah, true. Right, so we'll be back in 2 weeks to talk about BoJack.
Yes.
Episode to be decided, and Tuca and Bertie, which I've never watched.
I love Tuca and Bertie. It's really good. I've got an idea for which episode I want to do, but I've got to find out what it's called and not at what point it occurs. But he's a good one.
We need to watch a really uncomfortable BoJack one. It's got to be either the funeral or the one where they interview him about the thing that happens.
Yes, yeah.
So that's really uncomfortable. I remember watching that episode and thinking, my God, I hate this character now.
Yeah.
I hate this character now. And then you come back round and you're like, oh, he's just imperfect. He's supposed to be like this. You're not supposed to like him. It's the Walter White effect, right? The longer you watch, the more you hate. So come back in 2 weeks and we'll add more of that sort of insight that you know and love.
Hooray!
Until then, look after each other. More importantly, look after yourselves, because you can't take care of other people if you're not demonstrating self-care.
Yay!
We'll see you in 2 weeks. In the meantime, don't crash your car. Don't drive upset.
Yeah. We should end every episode with a life lesson like that. Don't fall on a rake.
Always linked to the cartoon. Don't go and inhabit an avatar in a zombie apocalypse. Although maybe, because that he seemed like he really had fun.
Yeah, he did have a good time.
Bye.